Hey, Dr. Braddock here, and I want to actually share some personal information about myself because I think it will be impactful to you. I'm going to go over some blood test information that I just got back, some laboratory testing that I had done. As you've probably heard, we're working with a new company that does a very specific type of micronutrient testing. We're all familiar with blood tests, right? If you go to the doctor these days, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a blood test and you're going to get the report back that your cholesterol's high, your triglycerides, certain things like that. Odds are they're going to put you on a medication or a handful of medications for some of those things. What we have the ability to do at this point is to take that so much further in terms of micronutrient testing, to actually know what nutrients your body has enough of and what nutrients your body is severely lacking in. And then how to actually fill those gaps or plug those holes. If you come to our office, you know, we have a wall full of nutritional supplements, all standard process, really high-end supplements. If you go even to Walmart or Walgreens, you know, even though those are about the lowest end supplements you could buy, there's still aisles and aisles of that. Health food stores, Whole Foods, GNC. The nutraceutical industry is a really big industry because we all know that nutrients are important. We know that they're actually the building blocks for our body. If we're going to be healthy, we have to have the correct nutrients. What's the correct nutrients for you versus me versus someone else? That's what this blood test has the ability to tell us. Essentially what they do is once the blood drawn is taken, it's sent to the laboratory. Once it's in the laboratory, it's a 9-day laboratory process to test the blood. So it's about as in-depth measure as you can possibly get. And when you're done, you get a full report back. And this is a thick report, and it goes over everything that you're lacking. I'm totally transparent, and you guys obviously know that I would never recommend anything to a patient that I haven't done and have been very pleased with myself. So I've had myself checked, Jenna's been checked, Sarah's been checked, and this is my actual personal report back. Is interesting because I won't go through all of it because it's a very long report, but the 2 nutrients that me personally, that I came back deficient in, one is folate and the other is coenzyme Q10. Most people have probably heard of CoQ10, hopefully, because it's a really important nutrient in your cardiovascular system. And so especially people with statin drugs, which I obviously am not on statin drugs, but statin drugs really deplete your CoQ10 level. So if you have to be on a statin drug, you want to supplement CoQ10 in there. But that was one of the things. I was just a tick under the acceptable range, but still, man, your cardiovascular system, how important is that? I'm the provider for my family. I want to make sure that my heart is healthy, and I know that if I can increase that CoQ10 level, that it's going to be better for me in the long run. The second thing is folate. You might not have heard of folate, but it's basically folic acid. A lot of times we're making sure that pregnant women are taking folic acid because for neural tube defects. And the cool thing about this is it comes out with another report that comes right alongside of it. If you flip this open, for instance, for me, the first page is all on folate. It tells you what the function of folate is, why it's necessary in your body, and what roles that it actually plays in your body physiologically. And then it shows deficiency symptoms. So for folate, birth defects, neural tube defects, fatigue, anorexia, constipation, glossitis, headaches, insomnia, restless leg, paranoia, memory impairment. And it goes over all the things that particular B vitamin, folate, that deficiency could start to contribute to. Now, thank God I don't have any of those symptoms, but I certainly don't want any of them. So I'm going to make sure that my folate is up. The first thing I did when I got this test yesterday is I went up front, I got folic acid, which again is a B vitamin. And then the other thing I got is our Cardio Plus, which has a lot of nutrients for the heart, but it has a significant amount of coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10 in it as well. And I added those into my, my supplements. This is my supplements for the day. This is actually my morning supplements, or my afternoon supplements. I already took my morning supplements, but I made sure that I've got my folic acid and my Cardio Plus in there because I want to make sure I plug those gaps. So what does this mean for you? How do we get you this test in front of you? It is a blood test. We don't do the blood draw here in the office. We have a place in McKinney. It took me about 10 minutes from the time I walked in to the time I walked out. It's very simple. At that point, they ship everything for you. So all you have to do is drive to McKinney and walk in and walk out. What does the test cost? The test cost is going to vary to some degree because, believe it or not, insurance actually likes to pay for this. So certain insurances will contribute or pay for some of it. Even Medicare, if you can believe that, Medicare actually covers this particular drug test very well because it is a very reputable company and they're used worldwide. So if you're interested in this, what you need to do is call Jenna, and she'll give you the more specifics. If you have insurance, she'll be happy to check and see if you qualify for that. If not, I don't have health insurance that covers this, so I just paid cash. It's worth every dime to look back and know of all the hundreds of nutrients that are tested, there's only 2 that I'm deficient in, and now I've got the steps to take those. So in 30 days, you know, I'll have those levels back up, and when I check myself again in 6 months or a year, I'll have a good snapshot of where I'm at that point in time. 2 other aspects, I don't want to muddy the waters too much for you, but they also offer an LPP test, which is a lipoprotein test that will, if heart disease runs in your family, heart attack, strokes, those sort of things, definitely want to consider that test because it's going to take your average blood panel test, you know, your heart panel test, to a new level. It's really amazing. It's going to give you a cardiovascular age, so on and so forth. They also have telomere testing, which telomere is actually in your DNA. If you want to look this up, it's really cool. But telomere testing will give you a chronological age versus your actual age. So you might have, your DNA might have aged to a 55-year-old person when you might only be 43, which would be bad. You may have DNA that's 43 when you're actually 55, which would be good. Either way, knowing is the first step in making sure that we're moving in the right direction. We always talk about total health and total wellness. This is one of the coolest aspects that we've been able to add to our office over the last several years. We're very excited about it. If you got questions, I'll put the number on the bottom of the screen. Give Jenna a shout, give Sarah a shout. They'll get you all the information and get everything set up. But we're very excited. I want to share that with you and share my personal results with you as well because I'm excited about what I can do through those things. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.